Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Come on, fellas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some.
Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Cut. 180. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Blue down. Blue down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Screen 80.
Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Good side.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
At the 4-yard line.
36. Screen 80. Good side.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Penny, a first down carry. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Booker T.
Mike's 59. Exit.
I'll go special.
5-9. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch the ship. Hey.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 48-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rip left.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Booker T.
3 buzz. Check nickel. 58, right over there.
19.
58, right there. Man, I got you.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To the air again. Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
58, boys, 58.
Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Check 59, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by David Long. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
From the 39, Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Undercrush.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs, since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. And I'm coming after you. Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. Squeeze, double. Jim.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Green 80.
Right here. Watch tight end.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
4 there. Alert. Watch 4.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Watch the out.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Let's go.
22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Right here. Mike's 59.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check, 59. He runs.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Right 20. Check, 59. DC.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check Mike 21. Ready? Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And it's caught by Parker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check the out.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up. Boom, boom.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Mike. 59. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To throw is Wilson. Operating from the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Shot. 180.
Mike by 4. Here we go.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
This brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Here we go, D.
Here's Wilson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Here we go.
Tight end rock. 25.
58's the Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Now it's Penny running right.
Check three.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. 12, 12, 12.
They'll run with Penny. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Hey guys, listen. 58, boys, 58. Echo. I got him. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. 6 man.
From the 39, Wilson going for Metcalf. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Wilson now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Football team.
Mike's 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Again, it's Penny. Stays on his feet. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Mike. 280. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Get in the way.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to be driven down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
I'm here all day.
Watch tight end.
3 down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike.
Got it.
Silver.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike, check, 59. Come on, dude. Mike's 59.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Green 80.
Mike 50, huh? Hey, here I come.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That's caught by Jennings. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go, 50.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Penny, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Alert. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And this is Parker, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the end.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double.
On the run, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. You got 3, Three down.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because...
That's caught inside the 20. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Mike 5. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Goff throwing again. And he finds Parker here, complete. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Watch twist.
Well, they'll run it again with Penny.
Go.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
What? 280. 59. Good job right there.
Mike's 59. Mike, guys, 4 down. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 5'9".
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing solid.
Now Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Cut.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Check, 59. Watch the slant.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check tight. Joker. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Penny. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the 1st down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's gone. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.